Welcome to episode 17 of the Sci-Cast, and today we will be talking about superheroes / superpowers. So, Heyman, where do you want to start?
Well, first of all, you're probably all wondering why superheroes and superpowers.
Yeah, isn't this a science podcast?
Yes, it is. But we're going to kind of try to determine if we could actually have any of these on a scientific level.
Physically possible.
Yes.
If there's a scientific basis for any of these powers.
And I'm assuming there is some of them.
Yeah.
So,
Possibly.
I'm Heyman.
Dr. J is the name.
And I'm the special guest. Back.
Like always.
He doesn't have to watch his kids today, so
So,
he handed him off to some other
unlucky
person
person.
who.
Oh, did I say unlucky? No.
Who are your kids?
My wife has them.
Does she work?
Not on Mondays.
Okay.
So,
That's right.
So,
Your schedule.
superpowers.
around my schedule. Anyways, right.
So, Superman.
Yeah, let's talk
Superman.
about superpowers.
So what are his superpowers?
Superman, I know he could fly.
Although in the original Superman,
He could not
actually
fly.
He just jumped really far.
Yeah, he could jump really far.
And then gradually,
How long ago was this?
That was the very
originally
first
like
one.
40s,
Yes.
and then within a couple
And
of
he
years.
was only as fast as a speeding train.
Right. He was really just a human with
Superpowers.
just stronger, faster, but nothing like he's become.
Yeah.
So he wasn't an alien.
Yes, he was.
He was, but that was just
But it was more like the fact that they wanted him to be kind of like us.
yeah,
And he transitioned into being more.
being kind of like
Yeah.
immortal.
They didn't think that people would understand somebody that could.
Well, yeah. I mean,
gradually give him
Basically.
awesomeness.
Yes.
I don't think he had. Did he have the laser eye? The fire
I think
eyes?
it was more. He was just basically a person.
He had
with-
super breath,
with
though.
enhanced.
Super breath?
He could-
No, not at
Like,
first.
like bad breath?
No.
Not originally.
He
That
did?
came
I
later.
thought he did.
I think that came later.
No. Well, might have.
Now he's basically become super everything.
Yeah. Well, no, he could, like, freeze people with
Freeze
his breath.
Oh, right. I got you. Whirlwind.
Laser
Yeah.
eyes and super hearing and all sorts of
Yeah.
stuff.
He did have super hearing.
Yeah, he probably did have. But he
Well, that
couldn't.
way he could hear everybody
Yeah.
talking.
But things like that he suddenly like reverse the Earth. I mean,
Yeah,
he
that was
shouldn't
just
be
the
able to do
movie.
that. But
Could he have the regenerative powers from the sun?
I don't think
I don't think so.
Go out into space and still be okay?
so. I don't
So
know.
that would have to go along with the flying.
Well, he probably couldn't get it yet because he could just jump really far.
Yeah. He
So-
could leap tall buildings
With a
that
single
was-
bound?
with a single bound, yes.
But that was it.
That's where it basically came from.
So, but now the
So he
Superman.
had the cape and all that?
Yes, he did.
Of course he had the cape.
But then he gradually turned into a little more. Was able to fly.
So he came into his powers once he hit puberty.
Well, they just kind of changed.
Yeah.
So he mutated. So he's an X-Men.
That'd be a good combination.
Yeah.
Superman and the X-Men.
Yeah. Fighting them?
He'd probably be a good captain.
Well, still, you could actually fight them against each other.
Well, what is this? X-Men versus Superman?
Why not? All of them against him.
Who would win?
That'd be kind of hard. That'd be kind of hard to figure out, though.
Well, if you had the whole X-Men clan going against Superman, that might be a difficult thing for Superman to take.
Well, it might be. Because you could add kryptonite to the mix.
Well, that'd make it too easy.
Well, yeah.
If you
Good
just,
point.
Any of us
if you
could.
took Wolverine, and coated his adamantium blaze with some kryptonite, have Juggernaut throw him,
You're getting way too out there now.
Okay, back to Superman.
Yeah.
But the powers that everybody's familiar with. That's probably
Super strength, super speed, inviolability.
everything
that.
everything women love.
Super
Super strength, super speed.
Super
basically super everything. His laser
eyes,
freeze, breath.
and basically cannot be hurt.
Yes. stops bullets with his eyes.
Yes.
That's the newest movie. That's right.
See, there you go.
For one of the few action scenes in the movie.
It does matter.
I know, I like the movie.
It was a good movie. Then the thought of the little kid being able to have his powers too. You didn't get that from that?
Yeah. That was. No, he does. He's a hybrid.
There
But
you
that
go.
brings a whole other side of an alien-human connection.
Okay.
Because
Well,
he's not from Earth, you know.
Yes, I know.
So it doesn't make him a different species and all that. Interplanetary
The
lovemaking.
thing you like?
Who doesn't?
So,
is there any basis for Superman's powers?
well, I guess we could do super strength. I mean, people nowadays kind of.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Well, I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about just endurance itself. Not endurance. When you get filled with endorphins, and people in situations lift up cars.
That's the happy drug, right?
Well, yeah, that's the hyped up drug.
Makes you feel good.
Yeah,
Adrenaline.
makes you adrenaline.
Yeah.
When Mars lift up cars, the baby's under, or people try saving people, and they do
Spur of the moment.
spur of the moment things.
So, which also leads, well, I guess we can go into that our potential
It's far greater than
is greater than what we can consciously do on
Yeah.
what we want.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's mind and body working together to do it, or if it's just all endorphins or what. But a woman that can barely lift 100 pounds lifts a car and pulls out a kid underneath it.
Has that actually happened?
Yes,
Yeah.
it has.
Are you sure?
I've heard
Yes.
many.
Well, I've all heard stories, but is that just
Well, I guess we could look it up and
Fictional
figure it
tale.
out.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's true.
I'm pretty sure it's true too. You're just the one that doesn't. You're the oddball here.
just saying? Maybe it's
Okay.
an actual instance, or is that one of these?
What was that show called? Ripley's Believe It or Not?
That's right. Is that just an urban legend?
Well, still, I've What?
The Straight Dope. That one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Look at that. That guy. When you go back to that picture.
Well,
You can't see it, man. It's anyway. If you can't see it, but
and still isn't.
it's a cartoon drawing of a shot of after the guy. The car has run over its face. It's got a flat head. And, so while these two search the interwebs, I will tell you a joke.
There you go.
Or not, because they're done.
Well, it's not conclusive.
It's not conclusive.
So.
How could you not believe the internet? If it says something, it's true.
No, see, the person who is writing this webpage says, it sure sounds like an urban legend. But then he says, but maybe it's not. It's really not very conclusive.
Well, this guy doesn't even know his time.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the one who found this.
Well, go back. Find more. Moms with superhuman strength.
Oh, going to urban legend is getting done. So I guess we'll have to put up a poll, maybe, a favorite. Or
Right
you
there.
already did that, didn't you?
Did you ever
What?
lift that poll up?
Well,
See that
probably
poll?
we'll put up one, maybe
Superpower one?
favorite
Yes, I
superhero.
did. Put. Oh yeah, I guess we
We
could
could
do
do a superhero one. Because right now, if you go on a website, you will find a list of superpowers, and you can choose your favorite one, and we'll see what.
They are the most generic, the top 10.
Probably very generic, like the possibility of, throwing Heyman off a cliff.
That is not.
It was a fairly popular urban legend. I can't seem to find any information related to dramatic strength increases due to the sympathetic nervous system.
This is by Floating Egg.
Right here. Go back up. So, does anyone know what the human body is capable of? No, man.
I'm pretty sure it's possible, okay? Get over it.
It is possible. Well, it's just...
Go to Sci-Cast.
Well, it is possible.
Anyway, choice. So...
But we're really not talking about... You're just talking about a quick increase. You're not really talking about Superman strength.
Well,
right.
no, but I'm saying, is it possible?
So what about if you had like a exoskeleton? That was
Well, actually, there's the XO2, right?
Yeah.
Which lets you...
Or suit that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, XO2.
Yeah.
No, I think it is. Which actually
can
lets
kinda
you
do
do
that.
17... Is it 17 to 1 now?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I think so.
So that's getting up there.
Yeah, I mean...
So that would be more likely than
Yeah,
this
more
little
likely.
adrenaline thing that you're into.
I mean, I guess we could, because there is some genetic things we could probably do, like
Yes.
probably dents in our muscles, fibers.
Right.
I'm just assuming.
It's intangibility.
So when you can phase through things, like walk through walls.
It's not called intangibility.
Yes, it is. Look it up.
I'm sure you must have
Thank you very much.
Is that true?
Thank you very much, Brian. You just proved my point.
Okay, we're looking up the word intangibility.
Yeah, and I spelt it right.
Right, because you copied and pasted from the document. Capable of being perceived by the senses. It doesn't have anything to do with phase.
Keep going. Incorporeal. See?
Well, it kind of means that.
Incapable
It's
of
a
being
strange way
realized
of...
or defined.
Saying basically like a ghost. You can walk through things.
All right. I'll give you that one, even though it's questionable.
It's not questionable.
What are we going to do? I'm going to say mind control.
It's not even yours.
Well, it's shape-shifting. Okay. You know what shape you'd be
Hey,
You know what shape you'd become and what you'd be doing.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I guess nothing.
So we guess we have Heyman's superpower already.
Oh, one of his.
That's one I'd like, yes, but that's
I
beside.
call that a fetish.
Oh, come on. Say you wouldn't do it.
Oh.
So is there any
Come
other...
on. Shapeshifting, you could walk into anything, any girl you meet, shapeshift into a boyfriend and go have a little fun. Come on.
Or just
Say you
say
want.
you turn into Ryan Reynolds, you know, the
Who?
girls is Green Lantern guy.
Oh, no.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
He's cool. Popular now. The guy from Hangover.
Anyway, choice.
So.
Tom Cruise? Maybe not.
So.
The Scientology things.
So now.
Is there any other basis for super strength other than any other way he could have?
Well, he is genetically different than us.
Right.
So.
So it makes it feasible that he's an alien. They can.
Feasible, yes. I mean.
Maybe the gravitational pull on their planet is different, makes him more denser, like you said.
Yeah.
So that would have to be increased gravity, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Because their gravity could be, 10 times ours. I don't know how much pressure that would put on a human being, but...
But he's not a human being. That's the thing.
Well, I mean...
He is a super...
They would basically...
Does he have a genus name?
I don't know. I doubt it. Almost something. Anyway, Trace. So, flying.
Okay, flying.
Now, is there a possibility of flight? Human flight?
In an airplane.
Yeah.
Well, jetpacks.
So how does Superman fly, though?
Well, okay, there is an experiment where you can charge particles.
Yes.
That'll give you lift.
Yes.
How about putting the ring on? Like the Green Lantern.
Well, I guess it was charged ring.
Well, it uses the power of will.
Yeah.
That's how it's powered. The
Yeah.
whole universe.
Yes, go ahead.
There's no scientific
Finish it.
basis for that.
Let's hear this will.
So that it just lets you fly.
No.
It is a comic book. It just works.
It just works.
Yeah.
Mind over
The
matter.
bad guy is the
I'm
yellow
guessing.
color.
Fear. Now, your explanation about the
Huh?
charged particles, I think.
Well, I mean, charged particles.
That's how Superman flies.
There is an experiment on it where it'll allow light vehicles to literally lift off the ground using charged particles.
Yes.
The only problem is, right now, it ain't that good of an experiment, and we can't get it to do much.
How about magnets?
Magnets? I guess you could do the repel of magnets. Well,
You can make one that does, affect
How would that work?
the Earth's magnetic field. You could,
well, yeah.
I'm just kind of throwing things out there.
But then once you switched from north to south, you would fall quite bad.
Just go upside down.
Well, that you would
I know
have
what
to
you're saying.
stay.
Sorry, I cannot save anybody in the Southern Hemisphere. You guys are on your own.
Well, I mean, seriously, you would cross the border and boom, right down.
Yeah.
Because literally, you would crash right down fast.
Well, not fast.
Well, yeah,
You would
because
be-
you would attract.
Well, I know.
And you're already falling,
Because you're fine, 9.8 meters per second.
Yeah.
and you're falling, so being attracted and falling, it would pull you down even faster. I know there's terminal velocity, but still,
I guess that would be the. Could you? Well, I suppose you probably could.
I'm assuming you could
With
fall
magnetic
faster.
force, you probably could.
Getting pulled,
Yeah.
how fast can you get pulled down by a magnetic force?
Let's try it.
Yeah, okay.
You jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
I'll hold it.
Wearing metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about we just drop metal out of the plane and you attract the metal?
Yeah, but that would but see, then you put in
Going
variables in the
faster.
test. See, we got to
The
test
one
every
going
person.
faster?
No, it goes at a certain speed,
Okay, so,
I think.
well, there's terminal velocity, I know that, which is supposed to be the fastest you can fall or something.
Well, I think that's
But that's
your
without
own-
support.
Right.
So if something's pulling down on you, I'm assuming,
I'm guessing you probably can. But I don't know. I'm only a doctor.
yeah,
I heal people. I do not save.
You play a
Okay.
doctor on YouTube.
yeah.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on YouTube.
So, okay, so flight could be possible. Could.
Yeah.
Not at our technology.
What if you? Oh
I guess if you turned off gravity,
That's probably not going to happen.
just around the person, I don't know.
An anti-gravity paste you put on your body.
Well, if he has some natural ability to be able to mess with gravity inside, it would explain his super strength too,
You know how? Well,
and
you know
his
how-
super speed.
You know they have antimatter.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an anti-gravity.
Maybe. I doubt it.
Food for thought.
No.
There
So-
could be.
No.
Never, like you said, nothing is impossible.
You're still
only
quick.
It's improbable.
Probable.
So any which way, if he could affect gravity, then he could affect lifting
Oh,
things.
all sorts of anti-gravity stuff.
Anti-gravity yoga. See?
Look at that. Chairs, treadmills, shoes, batteries.
You're still getting
muscles.
affected by gravity.
It's anti-gravity.
Anti-gravity.
No, it's not. Look it up.
fights the forces of gravity.
It fights the forces of gravity. No. See, that's where you get anti-wrong. Anti-gravity literally dispels the force of gravity. It doesn't fight it, it dispels it. So there is no gravity around you.
It's a recurring concept in science fiction, particularly in the context of spacecraft propulsion.
The gravity-blocking substance, cavorite. H.G. Wells, the man who invented science fiction. I never read that book, though.
Why not? It's a good book.
Under general relativity, anti-gravity is impossible except under contrived circumstances.
Try it.
Well,
There it is.
that should fit right in here.
Yeah.
We have all sorts of contrived circumstances.
So,
Did he know about antimatter, though, at the time? Einstein, did they figure that out?
I don't think so.
why would antimatter really...
I'm just saying.
It's a whole different concept.
He's like, well, it's like saying, can you destroy matter? No. Unless you had antimatter. But if he didn't know about that,
How do you know it destroys it? How do you know it just doesn't displace it into something
we know
else?
it destroys it. They cancel each other out.
So you say.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
Well, yeah. You guys are just trying to be
What?
tearing down my forces of reason.
Well, nothing.
Antimatter gun. No. Here we go.
If you can read out loud or something?
No, not really.
So
You have to read out loud because
Okay, which one do you
I
want?
have a problem with reading out loud
Okay,
because
I
I
can
can't
do
say
it.
things right.
I can do it.
Well, read.
Which part are you reading?
I don't know.
Particle physics, antimatter is the extension of the concept of the antiparticle to matter, where antimatter is composed of antiparticles in the same way that normal matter is composed of particles.
Well, right here. See, it does do something. When you put them together, it makes protons. Right here. Read it.
No.
It can lead to annihilation of both in the same way that mixing antiparticles and particles does. This giving rise to high-energy protons.
Photons.
Photons, whatever. Light,
No, it's not
gamma
different.
rays.
Protons are...
Oh, whatever. It's
Photon is just light.
Yeah. Light is matter.
Is it?
Yes. Why not?
Well, actually, it is both.
Photon.
It actually is both a particle and a wave.
Well,
That's right.
yes. So
Wow.
it still has
You've
some
had-
type of mass.
I've had some
You had
science.
college level
No, the thing is,
physics
this
for
is-
business majors.
This, well, I had, you had to have a balance. At university,
Okay,
so
go ahead.
you gotta- I always, this is, it doesn't.
You know,
matter.
we
It
really need to
doesn't
call Matt Lano right now.
matter. Well, we do. See, okay, you got
ask him
light,
to-
right? You got light traveling at 186,000 meters per
The
second.
speed of light, yes.
Speed
Okay.
of light. Now, it hits you and it bounces off.
Okay.
It's traveling at 186,000 meters per second. If any other particle hits you at that speed, it won't bounce off you.
It'll hurt you.
It will hurt you.
Well, not necessarily.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying the whole idea behind it.
You have like... there's
And
electrons
actually,
and
gamma
photons
rays-
orbiting you all the time.
These-
Gamma rays are going through you.
Yes,
We already
and
know
it
that.
says this right here. Where
But
did it?
The light does not go through you.
What did it just
okay.
say? God, did you? I don't want protons. Right here.
Protons.
Read it.
Photons.
Gamma rays.
Right.
Okay, so they're going through you when they hit you.
But the point
Right.
is, light bounces off things. Right?
But
Okay, just forget me. Forgive me.
Okay,
How about
I'm
a piece of
forgetting
metal?
you.
A piece of metal. It bounces off a piece of metal, right?
Okay.
Or a mirror.
okay,
It bounces off the mirror. It doesn't go through the mirror.
this ain't light. This is
I'm talking about light here.
okay.
Not
light.
gamma rays.
I'm talking about gamma rays.
Sun gives off light and gamma rays.
Okay, and
Not-
gamma rays go right through you and metal.
Gamma rays, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about photons.
Yeah, gamma rays is a type of
I don't know why they
radioactive-
have that.
it's a type of
Remember,
radioactive
Just because it's on
decay,
Wikipedia
which
doesn't
is
make
going
it true.
through you.
Yes.
That's how it gets.
Mutations.
Mutations.
That's how it turns into X-Men.
Yes.
Well, hopefully.
It does.
So,
By definition.
any which ways, okay, so it does give off some type of something. So when it's
No, I'm just
destroyed,
saying-
it gives
I'm
off
trying to tell you
something though.
the idea that something going traveling at that speed bounces off you.
Okay.
It's a simple concept. It just always fattened me. I mean, I look
Bounces
past
off
it.
you as if you can make your body as dense as diamond, like Superman.
He doesn't make his body dense as that.
Well, he does something.
I know that
The vision
I know
does.
It. I know it does. It bounces on me. I know it does. Physics.
You know it
I'm
does?
just- It's just something, it's, when you think
No,
about it.
you think it does from what science tells you it does.
Well, sure.
Okay.
But
You don't
I
really
guess-
know what it does.
Right. I don't even know if it's.
You
like-
just got a concept of what other people have told you.
Right.
Okay.
But much smarter people, so I take their
Okay.
word for it.
So, how do you know they aren't just crazy people telling you this stuff?
It could be,
Okay.
but
So any which ways,
Behave.
that's how you get the colors too, by different lights refracting off of things.
I know.
Okay.
But the point is, it's traveling very fast. It hits my eye at 186,000 meters per second.
Okay.
And it doesn't destroy my eye.
It doesn't. But it goes into your eye.
Right.
That's how you see things.
I
so it
know
doesn't bounce
I-
off of
no,
it,
I know
does
it.
it?
Well, it does and it doesn't, because I can
It
you can
does
see the
and it
light
doesn't?
coming from my eye. It does bounce off my eye, but some of it gets absorbed in my iris.
Oh, so it doesn't all bounce off.
Because it's infinite. Like, the light bounces off every atom in an infinite amount of angles.
Okay.
Except stealth things.
Oh.
Because that's the whole point. They all bounce off at an angle.
What about all the particles that's going through on its way to you?
Yeah.
It was full of protons and electrons.
Yeah, if the air is full of...
I know it is. I'm just trying
So
to...
does it
what's it
bounce
doing
off
now?
through them?
It
Or does it go straight through them?
It's
So
vibrate the
it goes straight through them?
It's straight through and it rips
So what
all
happens
three
to the space between them? Is that just
Nothing
empty
in there.
space? There's nothing in there?
You can't,
There's
a
quarks in there.
quasars.
Yeah.
Okay. Just messing. So, anyway,
What's the point of all this?
I don't know.
We were talking about gamma rays.
Oh, yeah.
What are we talking about?
We were talking about flight. Charging
Superman
particles.
flight.
Oh, anti-gravity. Yeah,
Anti-gravity.
that's what we
Oh,
said.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So, okay, way off subject. So, could it be possible?
Probable?
Probable. I think it's more improbable. But
But it'd be like they'll probably have. I mean, I'm sure they'll have jetpacks.
I'm sure.
Probably in our lifetime. I think.
Remember,
They have
a
jetpacks
science fiction
now.
writer once said, magic is just something we don't know about scientifically.
That's true.
Yes.
Like if you brought this thing 200 years ago, showed it to somebody, and said, you can call anybody in the world with this, they would see that's
And they'd say you're stupid
They'd say,
because
"No,
you
you
can't
couldn't."
do it.
Well,
Nobody else.
in theory, you know,
Because no one else had one. And
okay,
there was no
okay,
satellite.
let's say you could,
You brought two.
let's say,
And he brought two.
right,
And he brought a satellite too.
anyway,
Or you brought them.
And he brought cell phone towers.
So you brought them here.
Okay, that would
Brought,
probably make a difference.
Benjamin Franklin here.
okay, so we'll take that
Thomas
camera.
Edison.
That's, you know, take a picture on the camera.
And then you would
So,
be
play it
stilling
back.
the soul.
Only in some cultures.
That's right. People painted pictures all the time.
Yeah, that's the difference between painting and just a device that
Flash photography.
stills your soul.
Well, if you consider yourself on a in a picture, that means you are part of the picture.
Well, there you go.
That's how it goes.
Okay. Anyway, Troy, so what's his next ability?
What do we call it? Flight?
we did have
super
one. Hold on,
strength.
hold on.
Super speed.
Speed.
There is one on here.
Well, that's the answer. Speed. He's probably taking speed.
Super speed. I don't think he could actually travel that fast. I'm sorry,
How
but
fast can he travel?
Faster than a speeding
faster
bullet.
than the speeding bullet.
Which is,
We can travel faster than that.
depends on the bullet,
How?
I guess.
I don't know. I'm
With-
just saying he does in the.
Oh, well,
how
yeah,
else is he going to
probably.
reverse the Earth's?
Because he just has to go
Gravitation.
faster than the Earth, which is only rotating at 60.
We can already do that with space shuttles.
Yeah, I know. But your
He
point?
can go faster than the speeding
It
bullet.
takes a lot of energy.
Okay, so any which ways, yeah, he can.
He can go. Yeah, Superman can.
So, but no, physically, could we go faster?
Yes.
I don't think we could go faster
Well, yes.
physically. How?
I'm just saying, in the future we'll probably have some kind of propulsion that would allow us to
And
do
we
that.
would have inertial dampers on us.
Well, of course.
Well,
You
of
can't have
course.
one without the other.
Well, of course. So how does he do it? He would have to have both on him.
He's an alien, remember? No, he's got the super strength, so he doesn't need dampeners.
Okay.
So,
So
bounce off.
going so fast that particles would hit you
Yeah, how
and
fast?
smash you. So I mean,
But he's got a really thick skull. Very
Okay.
tough, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He just bounce out.
okay,
Gamma rays bounce out, they don't even go through.
How does he cut his hair?
yeah.
He can't.
What is the?
He must.
never mind.
He must.
Why
He
does
doesn't.
he?
He doesn't. Maybe his hair isn't super straight.
Would make
Or
sense.
maybe it just doesn't grow.
Of
Just
course
like
it
that.
does.
Ah.
Of course it does. How does he cut his
Like-
fingernails?
Like
Yeah, how does he cut his
the arm
fingernails?
hair.
He
If you cut
butchered his
if you cut- If you
fingernails
shave
off.
your arm, it grows back, but only to this length. How does it know? I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. Why does this hair do that, but this hair doesn't? Maybe-
Okay. So
That's not
his
a question.
other one is this one right here.
What? Invulnerability?
Yes. That's another one of his.
Yes, it is.
Because
we become-
why did you say invincibility? I like that word.
I tried, but some people kept on telling me the wrong words to say.
What are you talking about? I kept telling you
At work.
whatever
I was trying to
nonsense.
pronounce it.
Involuble.
Yeah, whatever. So, any which ways. There you go. So, he's invulnerable. Yeah, that's the word I said.
Involatile?
Invulnerable.
So,
Which basically means he can
not get hurt.
A bullet wouldn't hurt them.
Right.
Well, in the original ones, like a bomb, would have like a shell,
Well,
but not anymore.
so,
Well, we can't.
Could we do
That
this?
would be. He would be destroyed by.
Not anymore.
could we become this? I mean,
This would be a bit tougher.
well, I guess if we had force fields,
Yeah, you could have
force
things
field,
that you wear that keep
Just
off.
What about being
Force
punched?
fields that.
huh?
Being punched though, really hard.
that
Well, have you ever punched a force field? Well,
Touche.
I mean,
I stand corrected.
I mean, seriously, if you punch a force field, wouldn't that hurt?
How does the force field work?
And I don't know.
We could be bulletproof.
Could be bulletproof. We got
Really?
bulletproof.
They could be able to
vests.
make, and they could
Cotton
even
and
make
twine Kevlar?
No.
Exactly.
No. Wool and Kevlar. Yeah, I think it's wool.
I think you're right.
That's our super suit.
That's right. See all these pockets.
Flame retarded up to
I am not flame
1800. No, the suit was though.
retardant.
Retarded. Same difference.
Somebody might send us a nasty email. You can't say retarded.
I can say it all I want.
First Amendment, right?
Exactly. Freedom of speech. Is that the First Amendment?
Yes, we had a quiz on that today.
Also
did
includes
you?
the freedom of
Yes, we
religion.
did.
Why did you have a
And
quiz?
freedom of the press.
And
Why
also
did
the
you-
freedom
why did you
to
have a
assemble.
Why did you guys have a quiz?
They had 4 questions.
Where?
I don't know what they had.
I
What
don't know.
did you get one?
Oh.
Luke got one.
You got
What did you get?
Roosevelt question. The
Wait, who that's saying? We have.
I don't know.
We've never had more to do in less time. And then there was what country has a standing army of 9?
and also the oldest.
So established in 1507. That was the easy otherwise.
Vatican City.
Yeah.
Vatican City.
Vatican City.
Has its
Then,
own army.
Of 90 people.
Yeah.
Of course, they're very small.
All.
They're the smallest country.
Yes, probably.
Huh.
What's that one? First Amendment.
Anyway, Trace.
Oh, what country did China invade?
Oh, when they invaded in
Invade in
1979.
1979. You were alive then, weren't you? 79?
Yes, I was.
You were.
I was barely alive, but I was
Yes.
alive.
He's barely, he's fucking alive.
The answer was Vietnam.
Vietnam. Okay, anyway, Trace.
What?
Where we were at. We were kind of
Okay.
offshoot here.
Oh,
Again.
vulnerability.
So, could it be? Probably. I mean, with higher technology, we could definitely, most likely do it.
Well,
I mean-
less vulnerability. I don't
Yeah.
need vulnerability.
Well, I mean,
Never get up to Superman.
why?
Because he's Superman.
Your point?
I mean, Superman's
He's-
survived a hydrogen bomb explosion.
Okay, but
That we
you give
probably
him
couldn't.
kryptonite, how would he survive that, huh?
Hey,
Oh,
don't bring
whoa,
my
wait,
man's
whoa, wait.
weakness here.
That's not the point.
Yes, it is. It turns him the opposite of that. Turns him into a little weak
I'm just
kid.
saying, to get up to Superman's level, you have to be able to survive an H-bomb blast.
Okay,
Like,
we might
probably-
be able to.
That's what you're
We can survive him now.
If you're right next to you,
Yeah. If I'm in the bunker and it's right
I was
outside.
gonna say, he has to be in a bunker.
or if it's like right here,
Well,
here's the bomb, here's you. Here's the bomb on the table. It goes out.
Well, I'm sure
I
if you
might
get,
be able
if you
to.
get close enough, you could actually be inside the concussion thing.
Yeah.
It'd be too hot. Of course, you'd have to have on your little fire suit, I suppose.
Well, there
Or
you
flame
go.
retarded.
But that would have to.
I'd still get second-degree burns, but I
has
might
to
be
get up to,
okay.
what, 1,000,000 degrees?
Huh?
How hot do they get?
In 1800.
More than that.
No.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
what?
The bomb itself.
Oh,
is
the
gonna
bomb.
be-
I thought you meant the suit.
No, around.
Oh, no.
Around.
It gets quite hot. It gets. My suit would probably be gone by the time I was done. Yes.
So there.
So I just put on 2.
But I'm 10. Do you think it
Why not?
actually works? You know, the first one's gone, then the second one, the third one.
Well,
the fourth.
obviously it has to go through each one. So how many do you have to wear in order for the blast to
Quite
be
a lot.
past you?
So anyway,
It's probably
Troy.
hot in there if you're wearing 10 of those things.
40 of them.
Yeah. You're going to have like a bladder in there for your water pack. Or a little fan blowing air around.
No, because you don't want pockets of hot air.
In the suit.
Yeah.
But you can have it inside the suit. Or maybe not. Not sure.
10 million degrees Fahrenheit. Oh.
So,
Oh.
anyways.
Anyway,
So we probably can't get up to Superman's level, but
Yeah.
Probably not.
we could.
You don't know. You don't know how.
And his cape. What's his cape made out of?
What's
His
his
cape
clothes
survived
made out
the
of?
bomb too, didn't it?
His clothes
Right, his
survives
clothes.
too.
I remember watching as a kid, and he was protecting the girl using a cave or a volcano. Lava poured down, and pulled up his cape to block everything.
Oh, there
Is
you
his
go.
cape made from something from?
It's probably weaved
Yes,
with
his cape and his
isn't it?
suit are made from his home stuff.
Well, there you go.
Probably weaved with the skin of his dead relatives. Because that's probably the only thing that can stop it, right? Unless they have some
So
kind of special
Superman's
fabric.
flying
Well,
through
they do.
space.
They were very, very smart people too.
So Superman's flying through space, though. You know, he's in our solar system with a nice yellow sun. Then all of a sudden, he goes into a solar system that
I
has a
said
red
this
sun.
too.
What happens? All of a sudden, he crash and
He
burn.
avoids those areas.
How does he know where they are?
Well, he does keep up a charge of energy. So he just have to, if he was going around a red sun, he'd have to have enough charge.
Charge? Was he like
A bad
Energizer Bunny? What are you
Well,
talking
like
about?
if you eat a meal, you get a big storage of energy.
A big storage of energy.
Because the cells, they absorb the energy, the light. Which is why when he went too close to the sun, his cells got oversaturated with. It wasn't light they were absorbing; it was
The gamma radiation.
radiation. I think. That's how it killed him. The comic strip where Superman dies.
Oh, yeah. Then he came back to life, didn't he?
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Actually, after
So
he
if you
dies
bury
in the comic
Superman
book-
in a hole, he'll die too.
Yes.
Well, he can't reach the sun.
How deep can the sun penetrate?
Well, gamma
What if he
radiation.
stops eating?
I've never
Does he
seen
have to
him
eat?
eat.
I don't know, does he?
I've never seen him
I suppose
eat.
he has a stomach though.
Why wouldn't
He's
he?
got a mouth, so it's gotta go somewhere.
How does he eat enough food to get all that energy?
He eats to blend in. That's what it is.
So he doesn't actually need to eat, you don't think?
I don't think he does. I don't think he needs to. I
He
think
doesn't
can.
need to breathe either, assumingly.
Right. That's the other thing I bring up too. He can float around space because he doesn't breathe.
I suppose.
He can still talk on the moon too, which is kind of funny.
Well, he is a very
Because you
loud
can't hear
vocal
each
voice.
other in space because there's no
Maybe he has
vibrations.
telepathy. Because he can hear people out in space.
I don't think telepathy is one of Superman's powers.
Yeah.
I don't think it is, but he's out in space hovering, getting the power of the sun. He's closing his eyes and he's listening and he can hear people's voices. They're saying, "No, help me."
How does he talk?
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, how does he talk?
Trying to sleep. Does he need to sleep?
I doubt it. Okay, anyway, Troy, let's keep going.
Oh, we could do a whole podcast on Superman.
What?
We almost have.
So, yeah, I know.
All right, we better talk about somebody else. Hey, we want to talk about Mystique.
I know, I want to talk
the
about the X-Men.
Yeah, the X-Men. His favorite character is Mystique. Not
No,
because of
it
her
is
power
not.
in general, but because they chose
Because she's hot?
Which you can't
A
be
very-
blamed for.
Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Well, actually, the only one I like on that show, but
Jean Grey?
Jean Grey is hot.
Xenia Onatopp?
Who's that?
The actress who played.
Oh, yeah, who cares?
She was in Goldeneye.
Oh,
hear that sick?
Yeah.
That's a clue, I think.
Here, this one right here.
She's actually naked in that.
See, how could you not
They
like
painted
that?
on her.
Come on.
No, I didn't disagree.
And the fact that she can turn into any one you want, so, I mean,
Why would you want her to turn into?
Well, I'm just saying. And she's a contortionist? Come on. I mean, seriously.
Oh, yeah. That's not her.
No. But
We're looking at
Porn.
Google pictures. See, Kim. This is called nerd porn?
yeah.
So anyway,
Oh my
Troy.
god, that blue paint.
All right. Well,
So anyway, Troy, it's not only besides her, it's, you know, the fact that she can change
change shape.
change size. And, you know, that's
Can
another
she become a
thing.
midget? Can she crunch her metallic matter?
I think
Not
so.
metallic matter.
I think so.
Into
Because she can grow and shrink, too, to fit almost any size. Because she was a little girl in the movie.
That was true.
So I don't know if she puffs herself out to get bigger or
Rearranges her. Maybe she's hollow in the middle, you know?
don't know.
Does it work?
I don't know.
Well, the movies and comics probably glide over that. Ooh, she's
Yeah.
pretty hot too in the comics. Yeah. The
So
comics probably is placed pretty well.
her abilities: shape-shifting, human agility, agelessness, healing factor, skilled combat, and master strategist.
Strategist. Do you want to blur things out? Do we have to blur that?
What?
You just give me the middle finger.
Yes, we have to. So anyway, Trace.
Put a black box over it.
So what? There.
Can we talk about the little it looks like magnetic flare up when she's changing.
What do you mean?
You know how her cells are like they shoot up little spikes as she's morphing.
Well, that's in the movie, and that would probably
So
just
this
to
is the
reflect
visual
the different
representation,
lights.
yeah.
Yeah. But it would probably be more like a chameleon, where body would just
Her
change
pigment
the
would
colors.
change.
Yeah.
But it's more than just pigment in her case.
Well, yeah. In her case, she basically changes her whole body.
Her cell structure.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm guessing with time and we could probably do the same. Especially if we had nanites, you know, that helped us. Kind of
Nanobots.
Nanobots, yeah.
Were solar powers attached to the heads?
So she's her remains in this new movie.
She doesn't count.
Briefly.
What?
Well, it's more because the other guy in the movie, Magneto, she's trying to hit on Magneto, or the actor who's Magneto.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, you're too young for me. So she switches into Rebecca Romijn Stamos. And she's like, well, how about this? And he's like, I know who you are, kind of thing. You know? So maybe in a couple of years. Like, this chick is the young Mystique.
Yeah, don't mind her
She
either.
was saying, I'm trying to, I always wonder, is she,
What?
oh my god, she was in that one, Winter's Bone, I just watched that one.
The Winter's Bone?
No, it's just Winter's Bone. It was on her Best Picture last year. She was nominated for Best Actress.
Well, I'm just wondering what happened.
Anyway, I'm trying to figure out who her mother is.
Who's her mother? Does it really matter?
What do you want to do that for?
Yeah, why are we...
You mean in real life?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
What does that have to
she
do
looks
with
like
it?
Stifler's mom
Stifler's mom.
from American Pie.
Oh.
Really don't care.
Her parents are Gary and Karen Lawrence.
Yeah, I don't know either of them, sorry. Any which ways.
Yeah.
Any which ways.
Yes.
So,
That's more of a personal vendetta of mine.
they have a lot of different abilities in
Yeah.
X-Men. Not only the originals, you know, like Superman stuff. Super intelligent.
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
He did really well.
So they have super intelligent.
I watched that one.
What else? Super strength, super speed.
What are you talking about? The X-Men?
Yeah.
Telepathy.
Telepathy.
Magneto.
Regenerative
Telekinesis. Magneto.
Be able to control metal.
Mimic.
Flight. You say flight?
Flight is in there.
Rogue.
Rogue.
Flame and ice.
Fire and ice, yeah.
The laser eyeball guy.
Cyclops. And which isn't really lasers.
Well, now you're getting geek technical here.
What? It ain't.
Solar powered.
It's a laser from a different dimension.
It's from a different dimension.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Um,
So, what else?
That's pretty much it, though.
No, there's more. There's a lot
We're
more.
talking about the whole X-Men, even the bad guys?
Yeah,
Oh,
why
there's
not?
hundreds.
Well, then you could probably go on for
500 of them, probably.
10 million.
Yeah.
Shapeshifting, did you do that one?
Yes, we did
What?
shape-shifting.
The main ones are just. What?
There, right there. See, look at him. Oh,
You look at him.
trying to. There. So, again, Wolverine's ability to heal.
Yeah.
Regeneration. What else?
Anyway, we're not going to go through all these, are we?
No.
No.
Why not? Beast.
Well, yeah.
What is his power?
He has a lot. Superhuman strength, speed, stamina, agility, reflex, and mass. Ambidextric.
Ambidextrous.
He can ride with both feet and hands.
No, it's not
Pheromone manipulation. And
Not my feet.
feline qualities. Yeah, see, look, Cyclops. Read right here. Where is it? Ruby-colored corrosive force from his eyes, which act as interdimensional apertures between the universe and another.
Between this universe
He doesn't
and
do that
another.
in the movies, though, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
So, anyway, guys. So, there's a lot of them changing.
So you like Mystique? I mean, you like, what's your favorite character?
Well, I like Mystique too. It's
Well,
hard, but I
mean,
kind of like Magneto.
Here's the problem with.
But I like him from the movie because I like.
Ian
what's his
McKellen?
face? Yeah.
Here's the problem with this, though, is I couldn't just choose one power of theirs.
You're so greedy. That's
Well,
why.
no, I mean, come on. Almost every power they have has some kind of weakness that you just don't want to deal with. Like teleportation, okay? Why would you want teleportation if you couldn't teleport anywhere without any consequences? You know, like being able to teleport through a wall without having to see what's on the other side.
Because we're trying to, live in reality.
I don't like reality.
I know
That's apparent.
So, I mean, now if you could fuse the intangibility qualities and the teleporting, that would be okay.
So phase teleporting.
Yeah, so I could teleport and phase at the same time where wherever I am, I don't have to worry about getting stuck in the middle of a wall or a rock.
Can you teleport out of there if you do?
No, you'd be dead.
Why?
Why? Because you don't replace what's there. That doesn't get pushed out.
Why would you teleport in there then? You wouldn't. You'd just get thrown back out towards the beginning of the rock.
How?
I don't know. You couldn't teleport in there.
Yes, you could. Because
You
they did it in the
Not unless
movie.
there's a hole in there.
No, they didn't.
Yes,
What?
in the movie, he was afraid to teleport into somewhere because of that problem.
Right, but he can still do things without seeing them.
Well, yeah. But I don't want to just jump in blindly to someplace. Well, if there's a person standing where I'm going to jump,
Right.
what happens then? I get fused with that
You know what
person?
they call that? They call that,
Getting screwed.
no, it's like, the down, you have to use your powers wisely,
Screw that.
Like, it's like, Cyclops, you can't just go walk around with lasers on all the time.
Why can't he?
For obvious reasons.
Well, that's his problem.
Suppose it is.
Close his eyes. Walk around like a blind person.
You're a dick,
Yes, I am.
No, if you teleported into a person, then you'd kill them. You'd be
And
like-
yourself.
Would you?
No, just them. Cause
Wouldn't you just morph in with them and become one?
no, you teleport and like if my arm like teleport through you and then it becomes solid and like you'd have my arm sticking through
See,
you.
you're thinking a different way of teleporting. I'm assuming that when you teleport, you end up whole at the other end.
You're whole.
Yeah. So would they. So where do you end up? Whole inside them.
No, it's as if you punched right through them.
How? You aren't actually moving through them. That's like Justin saying there's a dimensional gate you jump through when you teleport.
They would do it. Ever seen Jumper? You know that one?
Yes, I understand how that, and that would be a totally different thing. Because you don't really, you jump through a hole, which if there was a rock there, it would stop you.
Right.
See, this, how they're doing it on the show is you literally dematerialize to another place.
Right. But what he's saying is...
You got no momentum. How would you punch through someone?
No,
you end up
you
in
become...
them.
No, he said as in like if you did punch through, like you just materialize inside somebody's... It's like you just pop up inside his arm. What happened? Does your arm stay there? Does his arm stay there?
They're both there. You
Right,
would fuse together.
Like you know, they're fused together. But
Yeah,
only two.
like if
only
you
one,
take two pieces of metal and try to put them in the same spot, it'd fuse together. Same thing.
Right. But because you only have one part can exist in the same spot at one time. So would you push the other one away?
I don't know.
Because there was another superhero who had what was the one that I made fun of before?
Intangibility?
Yeah, he could do that. So he'd like go through. Actually, maybe he was a bad guy. He'd like go through somebody, then he'd become solid again, and then he'd kill people that way.
Okay, well, I don't know.
That's kind of like.
I don't think that's like teleportation.
How do you know?
Because teleportation, you're still whole. You're not becoming intangible.
Well, I think you're thinking too much about the word.
What?
Teleportation. It's pretty broad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking of just straightforward.
Right.
I ain't thinking of anything else.
Yes, you are. You're thinking about intangibility.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to combine the two, so when you jump, you don't have to worry about where you land.
Well, that'd be having more than one superpower.
And that's what it should be. Because all of them have more than one superpower.
Because they're all bored. You know, if they only have one, they'd just be like, what are you going to do? Well, we already know what that guy's going to do.
X-Men only have one.
No, they have more than one.
Usually they have more than one.
And like her shape-shifting powers, there's more than just the shape-shifting powers.
What?
Well, Aladdin, telepath.
Telepath.
Well, she has latent telepathy.
Well, still.
What
about this one?
She figures it out later? I'm a little slow on this.
This one create force fields and harness energy, blast and manipulate matter, inducing flight. See, he has like 4 of them. Beast has like 20 of them.
Well, let's say like the flame guy. I think he's only got the one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
so there.
Hold on, flame guy, huh?
Yeah, Cyclops only has one.
What is his name?
Cyclops?
So does Professor Xavier. He only has one. Magneto only has one.
No, see? Most powerful, capable astral projection, mind control, illusion casting, memory manipulation,
It's all
physical blast.
telepathic. It's all telepathic.
They can all be into telepathy.
It's all telepathic. It's what he can do with his telepathy.
Okay, so
But
I want to
to
be
Iceman,
able to do more.
Go back to Iceman right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Generates freezing temperatures to create and manipulate ice. Can
Ice.
transform his body into ice.
Manipulates
Yes,
ice. Yes, that's one power.
One power.
No, he can transform his body into ice too.
Well,
that's a whole other.
Part of his power.
Look at Beast.
Well, I know. I understand Beast, but not
And
everybody.
Marvel Girl.
But not everybody has more than one.
Almost all. of them do.
Almost. See, now you were conceited.
Yeah. See now.
I am conceited.
Yes, you are.
No one's ever changed that yet. Well, look at this. Earth manipulation can also change the composition of raw minerals.
Yeah, Earth manipulation. That's all part of the same thing.
Oh.
This is what she does. Turn it up. I can't hear you.
Darwin was fun though. I like
Darwin?
that.
Darwin would be okay.
I like that.
Which one was that?
Huh?
He's constantly evolving.
That wasn't in the movie though.
Yeah, in the new one he is.
Oh,
First Class.
the first one. I
is it?
haven't seen it.
So,
So.
Like he put his head into a fish tank and he grew gills.
Oh yeah.
see, that would be kind of cool.
And they were shooting at him, so his body became like he grew shells.
Now, wouldn't he have to actually be shot first?
That's the thing. I mean,
Because it's usually...
it would. He would have to in order for his body to react to something.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Getting shocked with electricity would turn you into rubber. No, I'm just...
Well, they could work, yes, but I don't think he...
Wolverine.
Wolverine? Regenerative tissues, immunity to vital, all toxins and pathogens.
He's just invulnerable. He's just invulnerable.
Enhanced senses and retractable bone claws.
Well, that's different.
Has indestructible metal animate, but no.
That's not a superpower.
It has retractable bone claws.
Yeah.
Well,
they put the other things over
in
him.
them.
Yeah. So he still has the retractable bone claws before this.
Yeah, he did.
A lot of people
So
you watched Wolverine, you know that.
I did. I know that.
Right at the beginning, he's like.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them though have something to do with more than one power, or a combination of the powers.
Pick one. That's all you get.
Fine, super intelligence.
That was mine.
Fine.
But no, you're right. That was a good one though.
Well, yeah, because you could probably configure to have more than one after a while. Actually, I'd probably choose mimics.
Well,
Mimic would have to be mine. Yeah, sorry.
You'd have to be mimics and just be around a super smart person.
Well, I mean, just go to college. How many super smart people are there at a college?
depends on college, I guess.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, still, I go to any college campus, all them smart people around me, I get all the knowledge, all the skill, all the ability.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make them go insane? How many can you absorb at one time?
You gotta stay around them, though. You get sick of you hanging around them all the time and say, who's this weirdo?
Now, would you only be able to know what they know?
Well, yeah.
Right. So let's say you're going around with smart people who are smart in plant science.
Okay. Your point?
I'm just saying.
That'd be really
smart.
smart.
It's not nuclear physics or anything.
No, you're right.
But once they walked away from you, then all of a sudden,
No,
crap,
because
I forgot all
there is
about that.
There is an instance that he was around the mutants for so long and he still retained their stuff. So, if I'm around people long enough, I could retain their stuff. So, good enough for me.
I don't know.
That's why he has wings. Because he was around Angel so long. And he retained the first 5 X-Men's as powers. But still, I mean, come on. You're telling me you wouldn't like to be able to mimic
No, that'd be... I don't know.
one of the better ones?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even if you're fighting someone, if they're within a mile of you, you get their powers.
Is it that far away?
It's up to a mile away.
No,
What's his farthest
it's like
one
10
away?
feet.
No, his farthest one away. Let's see if we can find him. Yeah. Who is it? Hello? There he is. Copies the mutant powers and abilities, sometimes permanently, retains the original 5 X-Men's powers indefinitely.
Click on mimic.
Yeah. Whatever. So, why is this so small?
Why are your eyes so bad?
But no,
Again.
Maybe you should get glasses.
It
Oh,
did
maybe.
that. It did that at the Target computer too. When I hit Control Find,
Yeah.
it shrunk the whole page.
Because I was scrolling the mouse at the time. Because with this, if you
Go down. Yeah.
see,
Oh, that's the shortcut.
yeah. So what?
Scroll down.
Where am I?
Oh, right there.
No, his powers up.
We're looking up the power of
Right here.
Mimic.
Temporarily copies his skills, physical traits, knowledge, and superpowers.
10 feet.
Hold on.
Approximately.
Close range,
No,
approximately
miles
10 feet. Which, hold on. Which led people to fear him. When his father found out, he retreated. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? I'll find you. Hold on. Give me a second. Because they were talking about up to.
We already saw up to 10 feet.
Shut up.
We can always do Control Find.
Yeah, do Control Find mile. Oh, right here. The mimic is able to copy the knowledge, skills, and powers, if any, of every individual within a certain range of him. Different sources list this as anywhere from several feet to a mile radius. This applies to both superpower and normal abilities.
So it depends on who's writing the comic.
Yeah. So I'm doing a mile away. It's my comic.
Why not 2 miles?
Why?
Why not?
Okay, 5 miles then.
50.
Okay, there. The
2,000
whole world.
miles. The whole world.
There. Be the best person in the world.
I think it's 10 feet.
How about intergalactic? Why not?
I say a mile radius. That's good enough for me.
Simple. Yeah. Otherwise, it's too much of a strain on it.
Yeah. Well, it does say that. It says can be overloaded by absorbing too many at once.
Yeah,
but that's powers. So, and I can use the skill as the original owner. So if it's a first class, I can use it as a first class. So, I don't know.
So that's your superpower.
That's my superpower, mimic. That way, if I go to a campus, I know everything they know. So I can walk in, tell the professor, I'm taking this class over now. No. Actually, if I had a superpower, I'm going to make up my own. I'd like to be able to touch a book and just know all of it.
There's a way to do that. It's called reading.
Yeah, I just want to be able to touch the cover, know everything in the book.
Well, you can do
Or the computer. Yeah, there we go.
So you can absorb letters.
Absorb knowledge, yeah. Yeah, that's my superpower. Absorb knowledge. Might not be able to use it like absorb it.
Once again, super intelligence.
Oh, no, just absorb it. Because you don't have the intelligence to know it.
I suppose you don't.
To know what to do with it.
No, to know what to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Because
my regular intelligence
I'm
would
sure
be
if
good
you
enough.
read like a nuclear physics book, you could read it, get all what's in there, but you wouldn't really know what to do with it.
Well, maybe.
You'd say this formula is really good. I know how to memorize this formula, but what can I do here?
Let's
Well,
hope
there
you
you go.
wouldn't understand what to do. Otherwise, I feel very safe.
You know you can buy nuclear waste, right?
We are. Yeah.
Anyway,
You can buy a lot of things on the internet.
you can. Okay, so, yeah, I don't know. Probably mimic would be
Let's
mine.
move on. What's yours?
You
Well,
never got one.
I was going in between several. Mimic's not a bad one. But I always like Magneto.
Magneto. It would be fun.
But I just like the character probably.
Oh.
It's more of his.
Because he's not really a bad guy.
He's kind of a bad guy, but
He is, but
He's
noble
not
guy.
really a...
there's still some good in him.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
Darth Vader.
Kind of.
Kind of a bad guy. But he's still got some good in him.
Yeah.
He's at least trying to do the right thing. In his mind. I mean, seriously.
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, it all depends on which way you look at it. I mean, trying to kill off the whole population of the unmutated people.
It's probably overkill.
Probably overkill,
But look at what they were doing to the
yes, exactly. He was just trying to defend himself in the roundabout sort of
protecting
way.
his family,
Yeah.
his extended family.
So I mean,
You're no longer one of us.
Because what's happening was just what was happening to him back when he was a kid, and the Germans were
yeah. So it's basically the same
rounding up his
concept.
people. It's just
I'm
happening
pretty sure
again.
you really like the first class.
I'm sure I will. I got it's my host on DVD.
Might have to.
Well, it's
for a while.
years ago.
It isn't the
I'm sure you could look on the
Maybe
internet.
Tuesday at 7 I'll go.
You've already paid for your ticket.
Okay, you don't care.
So it doesn't matter to me.
So, and yours was
Super intelligence.
Super intelligence.
That's really all I want.
yeah.
Good luck.
See, and that way when I'm around you two, I could still be able to use your abilities. So. See.
So I'll keep you far away as possible. Hey, where are you going today? Okay, yeah, make sure I'm not there.
I'd just tell you I'm not there.
Hey, at least you know a lot about movies if you were around.
Yeah, that would be the only bad part.
Yeah, you would know a lot about movies.
I would.
Not much else.
Well, good enough.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
could we do that in real life? Any
I
of
know
our powers?
I could.
Super intelligence,
You
we
could,
could
yeah.
probably get.
You just
Yeah.
take that pill like in the movie Limitless, where it unlocks the rest of your brain and you can just do everything.
That would probably go along with telepathy and telekinesis and all that too then.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of brains. Can do
Well, that's all hearsay.
Well,
We think we might be able to do it.
There's a lot of all this stuff that's out in the
Right,
ether
all
here,
the,
we just
you're right,
can't,
that's
can't
the thing.
detect it. Just
Yeah.
gotta figure out a way to.
harness it. Well, we do what?
Some
Only
people probably can. That's why some people probably have some.
manipulation
Like,
abilities.
what's her name? It'd be, it's a black lady who's like, "Hey, call in and tell you about it."
I don't think.
What's she?
Yeah.
Well,
But they're
She's faced many
well,
lawsuits. So
the government did have some secret project they were doing with remote viewing and stuff like that, trying to.
blow up.
No, they weren't trying to
boats
blow
with
up
your mind?
anything. It's
Blow
what
up.
they were trying to do is see if people could actually see what was going on in other places without being there.
I think that was an X-Files episode. You're confused.
No.
Well, they probably.
Actually, it was one of the shows on Coast to Coast.
Was it?
They had, well, I don't know. I mean, they had a guy who claims to be able to
Oh, well.
do remote viewing.
Yeah, people claim to be able to do it, but
Yeah.
and they did do experiments with being able to do telepathy by having the card thing where the person would be in one room, having cards, picking one of them, and the person in the other room would have to view and see what they were doing. You know.
Yeah.
Then there's telepathic animals that they had on. Dumb thing.
Hey,
But
come on now.
so I mean, it's all.
Close your mind to any of this stuff.
It's all probability.
But the realm of science and what we're doing.
Well, the thing is, what did they say? Most common people only use 10% of the brain. At the highest,
It's another
14.
Another urban legend. Yeah.
What?
I don't think that's actually true.
Well, okay, look it up, Mr. Google.
The Google.
Don't look up urban legend. Look up how much.
See?
Oh,
Widely
yeah.
perpetuated urban legend.
Make use of 10%. Some of the smaller.
It has been,
Though factors of intelligence can increase with training, the idea that large parts of the brain remain unused and could subsequently be activated for conscious use is without foundation. Although many mysteries regarding brain function remain, every part of the brain has a known function.
Has a known function, but doesn't mean we can't.
I'm sure there is. I'm just saying this 10% figure is
Well, I mean,
not really based in much of history.
I heard the origin theory by Harvard psychologist William James and Boris Sidis in the 1890s, who tested a theory on the accelerated raising of child prodigy William Sidis to effect an adulthood IQ of 250 to 300, which is damn smart.
It is.
my son has 127.
So I'm guessing what they're saying is, if this guy can have a smart brain with the same size brain as we do, why can't everybody else?
What did you say? I'm really watching.
No, you won't. I'm believing this.
Anyways, right.
Next Monday, we'll do it again.
I don't know what you said, so I guess.
Glad you have those
I was saying,
according to the relative original story, the 10% most likely arose from a misunderstanding or misrepresentation of neurological research in the late 19th, whatever.
well,
So-
what I'm saying is, if this kid, right, has a 300 IQ with the same size and shaped brain as everybody else, why can't everybody else do it?
Well, we could.
That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, they're talking about straight from the womb and
so
studying.
while every part of the brain has no function, are we using it to its maximum potential?
Probably not.
I mean, it makes sense because if we all
Well, I mean,
we have
there is a
we have our
difference
leg
there.
muscles, which is capable of running, but if we only walk,
Well, nerves are a little different, though.
is it?
Why not?
We have nerves in the brain.
Nerves you make sympaths with. And the more sympaths you make, the smarter you use. Synapses, whatever. The more of them you make, the
But doesn't the
more that
synapses
is
require
used.
brain cells?
They are brain cells.
Because we
They are
can't-
how many
remember,
paths in
we
the
can't-
brain you
we
are
can't
making.
Make brain cells.
So
you're making more paths.
you're just making the paths that connect the brain cells together.
Yeah.
So, like, they were doing studies on one guy that is really good at mathematics only.
Right.
He's a savant.
Yeah.
And they tested his brain using a machine, how he thinks when he's doing it.
Okay.
And it's much different than how we think the past in our brain.
Okay.
When we think of math, it goes a different route. His goes through other things. So where his brain was damaged, it went around another way and still got the same ability. But it was higher functioning that way. So his synapses is a lot different than ours. And same with the ones that have artistry and all the other things.
So people who do art are smart?
Well, well, you do use a different part of your brain, totally. The left and the right.
Artist joke.
Yeah, Mr. Movie Maker.
Isn't
that a type of art? Yeah.
Is it?
Speaking of artists, how's your book coming? Maybe you want to plug it on...
My book. Okay, my
He's
book.
writing a book over here.
My book, I'm changing it a little. It's going to be third person now, not first.
It's right there too.
Yes, I kind of hit a snag when I was trying to do first person, so changing it up a little bit to third person. That way I can add more people in, and that's the way it goes.
That's good. Got a title yet?
No, I do not got a title yet. So send your comments to Heyman@thesci-cast.com. Besides 2 people I don't want to see comments from. But
you'll get our comments right
now. But yeah, it's about a guy that basically is at the end of the world.
Armageddon stories.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean,
there's not enough good ones. So.
Yeah, there.
It's good writing.
Yeah, after the Book of Eli, I was kind of let down.
You know what? The Book of Eli was okay. I just didn't like the ending.
It's at the ending.
Yeah, the ending.
Wait a minute, what?
The ending was quite...
So one guy took out a group of 10 guys?
Well, see, and you don't even know if he was blind. You just assume he's blind.
That's kind of what they insist.
They're applying it, yes, you're right.
It's alright. There's one genre that there's a lot.
Well, I mean, I kind of want to do it from a point of view of a kid basically getting his first job, his first apartment, and then basically the end of the world comes. So he's lost everything he's ever known before he's lost everything he's ever known, kind of thing.
So he doesn't lose anything.
Well, he does.
In a relatively speaking.
Oh.
Like, can you miss something you never had?
Sounds like he's like the main character.
Well,
about a year when he moves out.
Well, then that's the thing. It's, I remember that when I first moved out of my house, out of my parents' house, and it was my first apartment, and it's like, where do I go from here? It's kind of where I'm going with that. So, yeah, I know.
Why don't you do it like now when you've got,
kids and everything,
and a wife, and you're a little bit more settled?
Maybe later on. Maybe I'll do another book about another person during that. Named Brian.
Awesome.
Awesome.
We should probably be cutting it short soon.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're hitting almost an hour here, I guess.
Well, I think we are hitting an hour.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Brian has to go get his kids
Well
pretty
worth
soon.
it.
Yes, very much.
Very informative, I
Yeah,
must say.
very informative.
Very scientific, too. It's with the Sci-Cast.
So, anything else
Flick
before
me
we go?
off again or
No,
not?
it's just...
You've done that a
Yeah, you
lot
scratch your
today.
head, I'm thinking he's going to flick me off.
Yeah, today I've been
Careful.
feeling like flicking a lot of people off.
Careful, someone's watching you.
Yeah, keep on looking over there. Big old poster of...
He's going to come to work with us pretty soon.
Yeah, I heard.
Is he?
He's got into orientation. We're pretty sure that means he's hired.
Well, usually that means that he's hired.
Yeah. I don't know if he's working forward back.
Couldn't tell you. Well, your dad's peeking around the corner, so I think we should get going.
Okay,
So-
well,
Thank you for watching.
yeah. I'm Dr. J.
Hey, man.
I'm a special guest.
Like always.
Won't be here next time probably, but
Tune in next week for episode 18. And
next 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Or whenever.
Or
Who knows?
Whenever we get around to it.
At our
Well,
leisure.
have a good day.
Enjoy the website and the YouTube channel.
Take the
Poll.
Do the poll. Brian wants to be right. So, peace out.
Yeah.